What's popping and what's dropping? This your boy live and direct in absolute full effect out the 832. Y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. I'm out here live and direct with my boy Craig Smith, born and raised out the 773, grew up in the 901, and about to move out of the bullshit 256. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna talk about today, brother Craig?
Man, not much, man. Whole bunch of good stuff. I was impressed with Alabama's win yesterday. We're gonna talk about that. We didn't have much listener questions in, but we did have one. It was pertaining to a college basketball season that we like to talk about. And we're just gonna talk about some little random things. What impressed you the most with any of the games yesterday, and who you think should be in the BCS playoffs and who should. And I also got a rant about a certain YouTube live streamer too.
Okay. We'll get to that later on. So what we gonna start off first, brother? Let's chop it up, baby.
First of all, we're gonna talk about Alabama. I was impressed. I was very impressed yesterday, man. Last night with that shutout win, 29-0 on LSPU, as you like to call them. They defense stepped it up. They allowed minus one rushing yards in the first half, and for the whole game, LSU only got 18 for the whole game. So I was more impressed about that. Tua, he's ever so impressive, and he's also tough, but he's gonna have to slow it down a little bit, man. I mean, because he took some pretty hard shots last night, like the dunk, like he gonna jump up, do a chest bump, and mess around, tweaked his knee. Then after one little play, with an LSU cornerback, kind of gave him an old Ric Flair low blow with his helmet. So, but other than that, man, I was very impressed with Alabama's win yesterday. As much as you dislike Ed Ogeron, I believe Ed Ogeron is he's finally taking off the shackles, so to speak, on quarterbacks with these offenses and stuff like that. Because LSU, they're running straight up RPO no huddle as well, and he didn't took the shackles off of Burrow, man, and which he should have did, and I think earlier in the season. So it's gonna be pretty good, and you can make bank and make book on it that Alabama will beat Georgia again in the SEC championship game. So with both Georgia and Alabama have 4 remaining home games at home, and you know who Alabama play on their last one, and you know who Georgia Tech. I spoiled it. Georgia played Georgia Tech in their final game. So I was not impressed. Well, Florida State, they're lost cause. The ship has sunk. Willie Taggart is back to his old ways. Don't break promises. Like most coaches, they have a tendency to let the left hand know what the right hand doing. As far as what they say they're gonna do, they turn around and do the opposite. So they got this. So and Florida State looking like they about to go 4-7 the rest of the way because I think they got 3 games left. No, I think 2, because the last one is at Florida. So he threw booking with Florida State. Then he decides to start the Blackman kid after Francois, which he should have went on ahead, which Taggart should have went on ahead and did at the start of the season, because Francois sucked. Hell, fucking James Blackman had almost 500 yards yesterday against NC State in that loss. And but Cam Akers, though, man, I mean, the running back, he had a big drop off from there last year because like every game now, he's only averaging 10 carries for like 15 yards or 20 yards or stuff like that. Taggart's going to have to get better on a lot of things, man. He's going to have to get a competent offensive line coach because he wanted Mario Cristobal from Oregon because that was his original plan. He wanted to keep Odell Higgins, the defensive coordinator for Florida State, but he also wanted to bring some of his guys over from Oregon to kind of help him out some. So Oregon's president fucked him out of that deal and Taggart on his own. So Taggart got a lot of growing up to do. I ain't talking about like as a man. I ain't saying like as a man, but as a coach, he got a lot of growing up he got to do as a coach.
Yeah, because pretty soon he's gonna be up out of there, and Florida State doesn't take losing very lightly. Jimbo Fisher came in with the good thing because he was the coach in waiting, and then he was the offensive coordinator, so there was already a built-in relationship. And then he winning a national title kind of kept him there longer than he would have been if he didn't win a national title. So, but now he's at a school now, really Taggart that is. He's now at a school that expects you to win every year. No less than number two in the ACC with a team who's used to dominating the ACC ever since they got in the ACC. So right now, Willie Taggart, better hold on to his nuts because otherwise he's going to be up out of there. And I don't want to see that. But if you're not producing, they going to be booting. That's just the way that is. So it is what it is. What did you think of that University of Memphis versus East Carolina game?
I heard what the final score was on that. Memphis pulled it out, but I don't know what else been going on with them. I didn't kind of put Memphis as a lost cause because of Mike Norvell.
Yeah, it was a pretty. From what I saw, it was a pretty good game. From what I was seeing, it was a back and forth game. I mean, I wish they wouldn't give up 41 points to East Carolina team that ain't did shit, but that's one of Memphis's arch rivals, so that's going to be expected. So with them, but continue what your point is.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna struggle getting to a bowl and call me crazy. I mean, I don't think they're gonna get to one.
That's very likely. That is very likely with the way Memphis. Go ahead.
When they got their ass knocked off by Missouri last week, I said, yeah, that's it. So after Missouri took it, and I told you, Missouri took an ass whoop for Alabama. I don't think Memphis gonna get that same ass whoop Missouri took from Alabama put on them. Sure enough, Memphis gave us 66 points. So they're gonna have to do something as far as making their defenses better and everything. Like all these little run and shoot teams, where these high octane RPO, air rated running and gunning teams, they got to have a good defense to complement to complement the high octane offense. I mean, look what Herm Edwards is doing. I mean, hey, Herm Edwards they beat Utah yesterday, a ranked team. So his team gonna have to pick it up. And I think that fourth loss, that should have been win number 6 right there. So they 5-4 right now. All they need to do is just win one game. Because they got Arizona coming up Thanksgiving, and they got 2 more games. So if they can win, if they can eke out their last 2, I mean, I'm pulling for Herm to have a good year because I really don't want him to have no brain farts that's come with as coaching and stuff like that. Because you can tell it's a lot of respect from him on his end, from with other coaches and stuff. Like the David Shaws, Chris Peterson, and even Mike D'Antonio, man, out of the conference. I mean, you got guys that's respecting and gave Herm a lot of respect. And even if you're not a fan of Arizona State, you kind of got to pull for Herm in some kind of way, man. That school.
Yeah. So. And man, looking at this, looking at the AAC standings, man, South Florida lost 2 straight, man. I'm like, what the hell is going on with South Florida? I mean, they were on a collision course to go undefeated going into the UCF game, but I'm putting my money on UCF to beat the shit out of them. But you never know about those rival games. So
yeah, speaking of them, they almost got their ass beat Thursday because coworker and I, we were watching it, and shit, he had fell asleep on it just like I did because shit, UCF came back and whooped them boys' ass because Temple was up on them by like 12. And big props to Jeff Collins, man, because he did that Temple team. He took over from Matt Rule, who's down there at Baylor now, and thank goodness for Matt Rule. He's finally learned how to get with the times because you can't turn a team like Baylor into a pro style team running a straight up ball control pro style offense. You got to open up the floodgates just a little bit. That's what Jeff Collins at Temple doing, man.
But
He
I
didn't
will.
know
s- But I
he didn't
will.
open up the floodgates. He didn't open up the floodgates of that Temple offense. But they defense, man, ain't no joke.
Yeah.
But
But I will say this with Memphis, if they can win a couple of more games, uh, they're definitely going to be bowl eligible, and and hopefully beat Houston, which I don't see at this point. I don't see them beating Houston Cougars, even though they got two straight wins over Houston. This Houston team is a beast. So, I
what they
mean,
looking like?
Houston is number 17 in the country. Houston is always going to keep the University of Houston is always going to keep them some talent going because they're simply, there's talent all around this Houston area. Because even after the big schools take all the top notch quality guys out of the city, you still got some decent talent in the city of Houston. So they're because I think a year ago they were like in the top 30 in recruiting class. I'm talking about the University of Houston. So I mean, for them to be up there with those big name teams, I mean, that says a lot. So yeah, I mean, that's one of those games I don't see Memphis winning. I'm rooting for Memphis, but I just don't see them beating the University of Houston. But if they
No.
can win these next two games against Houston, I mean not Houston, Temple and SMU, pretty much they will be a lock for a bowl game. You know what I'm saying? So uh, they just need to step it up, man.
Yeah. Um Fuente, and speaking of Memphis, Justin Fuente, I mean, he having a rough year at Virginia Tech right now. Because he lost his quarterback, Jackson, for the year with a broke leg. So they breaking this new dude, and he act like he's stuck on damn stupid, you know.
Uh-huh.
And they and Virginia Tech they lost yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
shit. I mean, Fuente get it together. Hopefully Jackson, his name Josh Jackson, he can get it now. Jared Jackson or Josh Jackson, whatever his name is, he can get himself back going. Don't count Virginia Tech out yet, man. I mean, you gotta respect Virginia Tech, solid program and stuff like that. So, this week, man, this weekend, I was impressed with a lot of college football teams. I was unimpressed with how Texas Tech just gave the fucking game away last night to Oklahoma, and they had them boys beat, man. So I ain't so and and a big shout out to Jaquez Green. I follow him on Twitter. We were talking about Oklahoma several weeks ago on them when they had Baker Mayfield, and I said that Kirk Herbstreit had like the biggest man crush on Baker Mayfield as it is, and that's why they got into the playoff because of Baker Mayfield. So
Mhm.
I really think, speaking of the playoff, I really think that this playoff system is flawed. Okay, because yeah, that's fine and good because see, it was flawed from the get go when they fucking put Oklahoma in a two-loss team in to play Clemson, and they did not have a good record strength or nothing like that, and a lot of folks is mad about that shit. So the way I look at it is like this: you got your top 10 teams, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you
Yeah.
automatically take one against four and two against three. All right, that's how it be your playoff. That's your final four. And then your 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 teams, you pair them off in different bowls. Like whoever the fifth ranked team would play the 10th ranked team. The sixth ranked play the ninth ranked, and the seventh ranked play the eighth ranked team. That's how it need to be to separate them up, the big six bowls. That's how it need to be. Because I mean, let's face it, this, college football has really changed from being a sports sport to all about a corporate sport, man. You look at professional wrestling. All right, professional wrestling was ran by wrestling guys, but now it's ran by corporate. Corporate want to tell you how to, what you need to do, what you don't need to do. That's what it's all about. BCS is nothing more. They cater to what these big wig companies want. These billion-trillion-dollar companies want. If Oklahoma had four losses right now, they still put their ass in the playoff.
I agree.
And I mean, and it's not fair, and really, it's not fair to the sport. It's not fair to the fans, and it's really not fair to anybody. Period. I mean, and let's just face it, you really got your biggest nut buster there is, Buster Nutting Corporation there is, and ESPN lobbying for this shit. In which I need to share my opinion about on them, and which is this. I watched the little piece they put on with Penny Hardaway. Man, let me tell y'all something. Don't be pegging motherfuckers like that. It was a good interview, but I'm tired of all these analysts and these analysts making all these little like hyping up all these little feel good stories and stuff like that. It was a damn good interview. Penny, you know, Penny even countered the bullshit questions with the real shit questions on them. And that's what I like about Penny. Now I'll admit I didn't like Penny as a player at Memphis because I thought he was very well overrated, and my heart went out to him when he had that bullet lodged in his foot, and he said it took a while for him to get that sucker out. So, but it said it almost split his foot open. That bullet he took. So, but I mean, I give it to him, man. I mean, hey, I give it to the fact that he transitioned from high school to return back to his alma mater. And let's face it, and ESPN and Jimmy, I'm pretty sure you saw this little bullshit on that ESPN is trying to cover as well. They're trying to turn Penny Hardaway into another Scott Frost story.
And that is very unfair, right there. They try to
like ESPN made some little stupid comment talking about what his record was as Scott Frost's record was as a quarterback and what he is as a coach. I'm like, what the fuck they got to do with his coaching? Like one of the analysts made some little stupid remark after the Clippers whooped up on Louisville 77-13, right? One of the analysts gonna make a remark talking about some what happened to Louisville? They were supposed to like replace they were supposed to replace had a good replacement in Lamar Jackson. What happened? I mean, they went 2-1 and all of a sudden they have lost like 6 and 7 straight. It's easy. It's hard to replace somebody like Lamar Jackson, though.
Exactly.
I mean, that's like I use my analogy. That's like, Jimmy, you passed for 4,000 yards as a quarterback, then you ran for 1,000. You had a running back that ran for 1,000. You had 3 wide receivers or 2 wide receivers and a tight end or 2 tight ends and a wide receiver that caught over 1,000 yards. And all them dudes is gone.
Yeah.
It's hard to replace that. They be asking us some of those stupid old fuck shit questions on there. That's why I'm like, damn, y'all get paid that stupid. That's why I like watching Fox Sports, dog, because they don't be with the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, they can eat a dick for all I care. Talking about ESPN, they just so fucking, they make their biasness so fucking obvious.
Yeah.
They make it so fucking obvious that they're biased as hell, and that's the reason why people are slowly not fucking with ESPN like that, especially these their talk shows and shit like that. With the sporting content, with college basketball and other sporting content that they have, they may watch it for a hot second, but other than that, they like, bitch, we don't want to listen to Stephen A. Snitch, as my boy Ticket TV called him, and shit like that. Nobody ain't got time to be listening to these fools on ESPN, but it is what it is with them hoes.
But you know what? Now I'm gonna tell you who I fuck with on ESPN. Around the Horn and my boys that come on after them at 4:30. Will Bond and Kornheiser. I've been fucking with them since they came out in 2001. And they funny as hell, man. Tony Kornheiser, he gives no fucks. Will Bond gives no fucks either.
Yeah.
So I fucks with them, man. And speaking of which, let me say this. I was listening to a live stream of somebody famous. They put up some bullshit on there talking about, man, Gordon Hayward need to hurry up and be traded, man. He ain't doing nothing right now, man. Are you fucking kidding me? We early in the season, and you talking about Gordon Hayward need to be traded. And that's why I replied on that comment section. Dude, when you break your leg like that, it take a minute to recover from. Come on now. But trading is not a dumbass, is not a possibility. They get on and post some of this dumbass shit. I'm not saying names. They know who they are. I'm tired of looking on these videos. There ain't nothing but straight up garbage clickbait. Report on something that's newsworthy. You know, just some people need to stop getting on and get putting out these videos and stop talking out of their ass instead of with their mouth. Okay. I like the guy, I like this person, no doubt. He kept it real. But coming out with this shit talking about Gordon Hayward need to be traded and all this and that. Jaylen Brown need to be gone too. Look, it's early in the damn season. You don't need to be talking about trading no Gordon Hayward or getting rid of Jaylen Brown. Okay, and then the Lakers just signed Tyson Chandler like that's gonna fucking help any damn thing. Because let's face it, the Lakers are not coming out the West. The bar phrase from Rick Pitino, and when he said Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parrish ain't walking through that door, the Lakers is not walking out that door out of the West. Period. I'm sorry.
I agree. And Gordon Hayward only played a couple of games already, haven't he?
Yeah, and I mean he trying to get his stride back, man. He ain't taking no chances, making no jumps and shit like that. You know that was, bro. That was a gruesome break he took, man.
Yeah, and I mean
that was almost. Hey, I'll put it like this. That was almost to the level when Sid Vicious broke his leg years ago.
Yeah, and it's at the point now to where, you know, if I was the doctor, I would keep him out a little bit longer, just so he don't injure himself. I wouldn't have him come back until like the second half of the season. But I know Boston is probably fighting for position right now. What place are they in right now?
I really don't know because I haven't been keeping up with much in the NBA. But I do know that DeMarcus Cousins, he's being smart with his because he was supposed to be back in December. But no, he ain't coming back till March. Like he said, he ain't taking no chances. So an Achilles injury, man, ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, it definitely ain't no hope. So it is what it is. But he gotta work his way back in the lineup. I'll say that though. He definitely gotta work his way back. Physically, man. You know. Now if it's by next year and he's not up to par, then yeah, that would be a good idea to trade him. But as of now, no, he's just coming off that injury. So that's foolish to even say some shit like that. So it is what it is with that. Yep. So what do you think about the NBA season so far and so good? From what you've seen. From what you've seen.
Let's see. Well, you had Klay Thompson scoring 52 points you see, he had Klay Thompson scoring 52 points in which it was a game which we saw the Bulls gave up 92 points at halftime. I think it's time for Fred Hoiberg to be fired. I know that.
I agree. I need to get his ass. Been there too fucking long.
Yeah, not just Fred Hoiberg, but shit, Paxson and Gar Forman.
Yeah,
I think Gar Forman. I think all three of them guys need to go. You need to get some fucking basketball minds up in there, man. I mean, because you can't be cheap. Even though we do know that the owner of the Bulls, Briansdorf, is cheap as fuck. So, I mean, from what I've seen, and it just bottom line is this: Golden State gonna win it again.
Yeah, and from what I understand, this is their last year in Oakland.
Yeah, Oracle Arena. They're going to their new arena
In San Francisco. Yeah, they're going to be in San Francisco next year. So right across the bridge. So looks like they're gonna bring home another title before they bust that move. They're pretty much returning to San Francisco because when they came from Philadelphia, that's the first they were the San Francisco Warriors, and then when they went to Oakland, they became the Golden State Warriors. So yeah, they're returning to the San Fran for the first time in 50-something plus years.
Yep. At least they'll have a title coming home though.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's see. All right, Jimmy. Now we got question time here.
Okay.
We got a basketball question And I'm trying to find some more. I think this basketball question is pretty good because I had to put some thought into it. This comes from Duke fan 4017 out of Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. He said, "Hello, Craig and Jimmy." He said a couple shows back, you guys were talking about the what in y'all opinion was one of the best college basketball seasons ever, the 93-94 season. I have two questions for you. One, what really made that season so special? And two, what other college basketball season you guys think is a close second to that one?
Hmm.
Damn, he asked a good Duke. Hey, he asked a good question. It's a guy, Duke fan 4017. He asked a damn good question. What made the 93-94 season special to us? What really made it special? And what other college basketball season could was a close second to that one?
Mm.
Mm.
Oh shit. There was a few things, but you would have to tie them. There would have to be a tie between, I want to say 2000. What year that Marquette made it to the championship? I mean, made it to the Final Four with Dwayne Wade. Was it 2003? That's one great season. Then you had 83 through 85. You can argue that those seasons were pretty good because you had some Hall of Famers coming out of that particular season. I mean, you would have to basically say the entire 80s because that was
Yeah.
pretty much the prime of college basketball before players was allowed to go to well, they were allowed to jump to the NBA, but people didn't take advantage of jumping to the NBA. They were still just focusing on going to college and stuff like that. So you would probably have to say the entire decade of the 80s. What is your take on that?
Um, Call me crazy. I think the 97-98 season was the best, would come close to 93-94 in my opinion. Because I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the "this is it" era. Meaning, even though it was the end of the Bulls' run that year, in professional basketball wise, but in college basketball wise, that was the end of the Smash Mouth era. Because you didn't have all, like you said, like in the 80s, you didn't have all these guys taking advantages of the NBA. There wasn't no such thing as a one and done rule and all this other little shit. You had guys like, you had like the Vince Carters, the Elton Brands, the Antoine Jamesons. You had Tubby Smith in his first year in Kentucky win a national title with what was left of Rick Pitino's guys plus some. I mean, you had Duke and North Carolina for the first time in ACC history, but were both number one and number two in the country. That was fucking unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
And I said why I called it the "this is it" era is because when I said that was it, with "this is it," that was it. College basketball died after that. Wasn't none of this propaganda and all this other stuff. It started to get propagandish back, a year later. And and true enough, I do agree with the 2002, 2003 year being third, but 97, 98, that was the end of old school. That was it before the millennium hit, before 2K hit. 97, 98 was the end of old school, man. Because, you ain't had bullshit politics in college basketball and all that. I mean, that was a fun season to watch. You had guys out there playing ball, man. They weren't trying to get on no fucking highlight reel. They weren't trying to impress nobody from ESPN and all the other little shit. So yeah, the 97, 98 signified the end of the 80s era of Smash Mouth basketball.
Yeah.
Now, we failed to answer his first question. What really made 93 and 94 special was this. It was anything goes that year. Fucking Arkansas did the unthinkable by holding the number one ranking for a total of 9 weeks. 9 fucking weeks. That Arkansas team did nobody see coming because that boys was blowing everybody's ass out the water. And everybody want to say, oh, well, Duke did it now. No, bullshit. You know, and everybody even said that Duke with 2 losses didn't have no business remaining number one that whole year of 91 and 92, because that wasn't fair to everybody. But
Yeah.
Arkansas, and then let's not forget, you also had that year Kentucky made one of the biggest comebacks in college basketball history when they were down 68-37 to LSU. They came back and beat LSU 104-101.
Wow.
And you want to know where I was when this happened? The damn ice storm.
Yep.
The ice storm hit my ass, and then Pops and I we listened to that. We listened to that game on the radio.
Yeah.
So 94, it had a whole lot of 93, 94, that 93-94 season, and it had a whole lot of good things. You had a lot of crazy things going on that year. Now everybody talking about how good Duke was. Duke was a good team. Yeah, when they had Grant Hill, yeah, they were good, but they weren't that good. Okay, let's just face it. They really weren't that good. And when they played Florida in that national semifinal game, Florida beat them.
Yep.
Florida had them boys beat, man. They were blown, they weren't playing. So, and then they got kind of comfortable. Duke and like what you said about like what Coach K did to Bob Huggins.
Yeah.
Coach K did it to Lon Kruger. Use it against them.
Yep.
Use this thing called time against them. So that's what made, in my opinion, what really made 93-94 special. It was everything. It was anything gold. But what really stood out from it was what did nobody see it coming with Arkansas winning the national title that year, and they broke a record for the most consecutive weeks being the number one at 9. And when they first became number one, they were a unanimous number one, and they were blowing everybody's ass out. And then they lost to Mississippi State. Then I forgot who it was. It was number one after them. They lost. Then Arkansas turned around, took it back over, and held it for another 4 weeks, blowing asses out. So, man, that Arkansas team, that man, that's what made, like I said, 93-94 was full of surprises. Is what really made that season stand out, in my opinion. And the second best season, in my opinion, Jimmy, you said in the the early 80s, the roaring 80s of basketball, as you said. I said 97-98 represented the end of the Smash Mouth era of college basketball.
Man, dude, you couldn't have said it no fucking better than what you just said for the 1994 season. You couldn't have said it no better, brother. So it is what it is with that, dog.
Yep. And that was a damn good question he came with, man. So Duke 4017, you earned a bam, you earned out me and Jimmy's penultimate respect for that question there, bro. Best question I ever asked. Best question that was ever asked. Basketball related. Okay. Next one comes from Devontae. He didn't get where he was at. He said, "Hello, boy. Hello, guys. I know you guys don't talk about the NFL much because Jimmy protesting and Craig has slick admitted that he'll check out a Green Bay game every now and then. What are your thoughts on Hugh the Coon Jackson getting fired from Cleveland?"
Good. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bald head hoe. I'm glad that bald headed hoe just got fired. I love every minute of it. Ha ha ha. 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 Coonan just don't pay. Fuck that hoe. Now.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say a word, but he was on ESPN and he explained what really happened. He really didn't want Baker Mayfield. He wanted Carson Wentz. Okay. But when you think about it, though, Hugh, like I said once before, Hugh Jackson, he's a damn good coordinator, but when it comes to coaching, sometimes Hugh be in over his head a little bit too much.
Well, I will say this with his coon ass. I will admit this. Him taking that, he should have never took the fucking Cleveland job with his dumb ass.
No.
He, when when these eyes bucking coons like him see that paycheck coming, see that money trail coming, then they kind of jump on him. But that was not a wise decision to go to Cleveland anyway. He would have had he was the odds were against him to begin with Cleveland any fucking way. So he should have
Mm.
never went to Cleveland to begin with. That's his fault. Ha ha ha. Ha ha
Mm.
ha. Ha ha
Ha
ha.
ha.
I love every minute of that shit. Now just go on and now eat you some biscuits and enjoy your payday.
Mm-hmm. No said on that one. So, like I said, I ain't got nothing to say about it. I mean, Hugh did himself in because he makes because like and even Stephen A. Snitch even said that Cleveland is better than they record indicated because of pissy poor coaching. They should have been Cleveland should have been at least 5-2 or 4-2-1 right about now. So I don't think this, with Greg Williams taking over on the interim, then he got a new first-time offensive coordinator who was the quarterback coach. I don't think I'm gonna put it like this. I think Cleveland probably win 7 games this year or 8. They'll go 8-7-1, but they ain't going into the playoffs. So I mean, they're gonna have to shit. They really gonna have to find them a good coach. They're gonna have to, Haslam, man, he's gonna have to oh God. Haslam's gonna have to do something to to make change to that team. Even though we do understand he's the owner of the team, he's gonna have to get I say keep the Dorsey as the GM because John Dorsey he's a hell of a good what he did at Kansas City before he left. Shit, they're gonna have to find him a good competent coach and and just shit, get that ball back rolling. Because let's face it, Cleveland ain't had a winning season since the 2009 year. And that's when they went 10-6 and didn't even get into the playoff.
Yeah.
So, and after that, they just ain't been the same since. Musical chairs at quarterback and coachings and all this other stuff. They quickly became like hell. So, I mean, I feel bad for Hugh Jackson, but let's face it. Ha ha ha. Hugh did it to himself. Enough said.
Yep. And like I say, bye bye Negro, and better luck again next time, Negro. That's the way I look at that motherfucking. So it is what it is with Hugh Pew Jackson, Pepe Le Pew Jackson. Yep.
Yeah, you call him Coon Jackson.
Coon Jackson. Yep. That we could take that too. Ha ha.
So, yep. That's about it. So that was all the questions we did have, man. So that's like I said, wanted to shoot this little quick little live stream and let me give an update on something if I may. Jimmy, I don't know if you're on Facebook as of late, but I made a post Sunday in regards to my little marital situation that's going on right about now. Not the video, but I made a Facebook post. And everybody that's listening on Jimmy J Smooth, we gonna tell you. We gonna share some Jimmy. After I tell the story, Jimmy's gonna give a good, honest opinion on it. I don't mind what he says with his opinion, but there's gonna be a message in between this. Okay, you saw my video on YouTube. What's been going down with me, right?
Correct.
Okay. So as of now, I'm currently staying with a coworker until tomorrow because I think his wife gonna come over here to the other house and then I gotta find somewhere. I gotta find somewhere to stay till I leave Huntsville Friday. So that's gonna be a pain in the ass. But last Sunday, man, we was getting getting all the stuff together and everything. Like make sure all the move getting out the house and stuff. Spoke to my about to be ex-wife's landlord on some things and found out some interesting shit. She lied to me about plus some, and And let's just say that she's getting and she's lawfully been getting away with a lot of stuff, and let alone she has not one but two contempt of court charges against her as we speak. But Sunday, man, I was talking to my mom on the phone, at the house because trying to I was getting myself together, go to get put a little my sleeping bag down on the floor and stuff, and get ready to move my stuff on out. And my wife's son had pulled up in front of the house because I'm thinking that it was the old lady. I'm like, now, or no, matter of fact, I thought it was my neighbor that was across the street and lived across the street from us. I thought it was her son pulling in because down and whatever business. So I looked, man, and my wife's son. I'm like, what's he doing back over here? Because keep in mind, hours prior to that, he had came by and got the $2 that was in the back. So they moved to some little new neighborhood in Huntsville. They're probably gonna tear that house up too. And so I told my mom, I was like, he back. I'm like, what you coming back for? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know if he got something. He coming back to see if he has mail or what. All right, so I was going to go back in the room, man, and I heard something go boom, 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 boom at the door, like boom, 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 boom. Like, the fuck you knocking on the door like that for? And when somebody knock on a door like that, it's either like an emergency or the law knocking on your door like that. And it's this nigga. Okay, I said, yeah, I said, well, Quinn, what's up with it? I said, well, what's up? He said, man, what's this I heard about you and put your hands on my mom? I'm like, excuse me? He's, man, I heard, man, what's this about you and my mom getting to it, man? You put your hand on my mom. I said, I said, hey, man, I ain't put my hands on your mom, dog. I said, look, your mama's fucking around and said something smart to me. I smacked the box to the floor and the stuff fell out, and the stuff that was in the box fell out. Well, she talking about you would hit her with the box. I said, I ain't hit shit. And he gonna talk about some, man, step your motherfucking ass on outside. And all on this, man, my mom on the phone, on the speakerphone. I'm like, dude, I'm on the phone conducting business. I ain't got time to deal with you. Talking about some, man, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you on the phone with. Step your ass on outside. So I told mom, hold on a minute. So I went out there, man, kind of make a long story short and all this other shit. He talking all this smack and everything, talking about, and then he want to call me a soft old ass nigga. And then there was a bucket. And there was a damn bucket. So I threw the bucket at his ass and it missed. He can talk about, so come on, your ass on the porch, I'm out here. You want to talk about you fucking with my mom and all that other little shit. And you fucking with my mom's on this, you fucking my mom on that. And then his sister came. Bless her heart. I'm not saying to be funny, but bless her heart. She came and she was getting the man. She said, Mr. Craig, go on in the house. You too old for that. I said, yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna say his sister's name with all due pride, with respect and privacy, but I'm gonna say our brother's name on this. So his sister who said, hey, Mr. Craig, just going back in the house because you too old for this. You too old for this. I said, you know what? You right. I said, because I ain't got time to be dealing. I said, I'm too old to get ready to whoop the shit out of some goddamn body right now. And I ain't got time to deal with him. I said, man, I told him. And the young man's name is Quentin Lewis. That's his name. Because when I say this little end, I'm gonna have a few choice words for you. And yes, Jimmy McWright don't know you. Well, he's gonna have something to say on regards on what you said to me as well. So I told him, I said, Quinn, get your ass. I said, look, dude, get your punk ass back in your car and go the fuck home and leave me alone, dog. I ain't got time to deal with you. Anytime I said, man, fuck you. I said, no, you can't fuck me. I said, no, don't fuck me. Fuck your daddy. Because he done fucked you over plenty of times and all this other shit by not seeing you. I said, and then my neighbor, he came down. He said, hey, man, he said, do what the fuck with Craig's sake. Get your ass in the car and go on. We don't condone this shit over here in this neighborhood. Then he talking about, he telling everybody, man, telling us, man, fuck y'all. He did something to my mom and all this other little shit. Okay. So I said, Quinn, get your bitch ass in the car and take your motherfucking ass home. He can talking about, who you calling a bitch ass? I'm calling you a bitch ass. And then this nigga gonna turn around and say, Man, I said, take your bitch ass in the car, go the fuck home. So I turned around. Now I gave this nigga opportunity to come at me with my back turned because he just don't know he was gonna get his ass whooped. But see, he really was gonna be severely hurt when he said the following. He said, I'm a bitch ass. Said, man, your mama a bitch. Bruh. I looked down, I said, nigga, what the fuck you say? He said, I said, your mama bitch. I said, oh, my mama bitch, right? And I spit dead in his face. I said, yeah, who the bitch now? Because I was about to, I said, who the bitch now? And then his sister said, Quinn, you wrong for calling him that. You wrong for calling that. Because see, she was about to get out the way because she already knew what time it was because I was about to lay in his ass. And then, so he gonna stop talking about something. No, this nigga, no, this motherfucker didn't spit in my face. I said, yeah. And no, talking about, no, this motherfucker didn't spit in my face. Damn right. I said, you finna get what's coming next. So I was getting ready to come in his ass and hit his ass beside his fucking head. Now, his sister was holding him back. This nigga gonna slightly pull his sister over. And his sister took the brunt of the punch on her arm. And she like, Mr. Craig, you hit me. I said, get your leg back. I'm going after your brother. So I grabbed this nigga by around his fingers around for his wrist because I was about to dislocate his wrist. And he gonna try to fucking run. I said, come here, nigga. I said, oh, my mama bitch. I said, come here. I said, and then so he gonna then hit then like a pump, he gonna run and shit. And made it so bad, bro. My mom's heard him. She all on speakerphone. She heard this stupid little boy call her a bitch. And you know what they say. When a man call another woman a bitch, all he doing is calling his mama one too. That's a true fact, Jimmy. You laughing, but it's a true statement.
Oh man, that's some funny shit, dog.
So he gonna call my mom a bitch. I said, nigga, you, and I told him, I said, nigga, you ever call my mom a bitch? I said, nigga, I'll break your fucking wrist to your skin. Don't you ever call my mama no damn bitch no more. He gonna tell me you a soft ass old nigga. I said, man, dude, your dad's soft. I said, that's why your ass don't know who the fuck. That's why your ass don't even hardly see him. So I'm finna put you on blast, Quentin Lewis. You know, under the straight, you know, you get a pass from me because I was gonna press charges on you with the little threat that you made. I'm talking about some. You better have your doors locked, niggas. I'll come back and fuck you up, cause you wouldn't have fucked me up anyway. Cause I was on with a flathead screwdriver, and you better be lucky I wasn't on with my good little black knife I got, cause I really would have fucked you up right then and there. You ain't nothing but a punk ass 22-year-old mama's boy who always got to run to mama. You're lazy. You're stupid. And what you're late, yeah, I'm just gonna be right. You're fucking lazy, nigga. You so goddamn lazy. I ain't never heard of a grown ass nigga that ain't got to contribute to no bills in the house. That'll only work 2 days. That's on a Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday through Friday, you get to sit in the house, play poker pool all day, talking to your girl and all the other shit, and be on your being on your TV playing NBA 2K all fuck goddamn day, and your mama don't say nothing, who still got a tit in your goddamn mouth, and you supposed to be grown. Nigga, you 22 years old, learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Nigga, you sorry motherfucker. And then what made me lose my respect about your ass, Quentin Lewis, was this. You gonna pull your sister in the way when he took the boy to take the hit that was meant for you. Yeah, you a coward. So I'm gonna say this: you get it, Quentin Lewis. You get a pass from me as far as the law goes, because I didn't press charges. Because an inspector called me the other day and asked me if I still wanted to press charges, and I said no. And this is the reason why I didn't, because the only way that the charge be fully pressed is that it's his sister testified against him. I said, well, I ain't gonna do that. I said, because that's gonna be highly unlikely. Blood thicker than water. But Jimmy, he don't get a pass from me. And I'm saying it right here live in your show, and I'm gonna say, and I'm sharing this on Facebook too. You get a pass from me as far as that goes with the threat, the domestic violence. But I don't forget and I don't forgive no nigga. I don't care if it's a dude or a woman to ever call my mom a bitch. Because there's an old saying, it takes a bitch to know the bitch. And what that make him? Your fucking mama's boy, fucking draw ass couldn't. If you was a fight promoter, you depended on him to win a fight to make you money for your fight promotion. He couldn't draw your fucking dollar with a crayon, with a green crayon. sorry, son of a bitch. Then his dad well fucking known. He fuck with his mama more. He fuck with his mama more than he fuck with him and then shit. So sorry ass motherfucker. You're gonna step up to a dude old enough to be your dad. If I had started fatherhood at 18 years old, because you was my son stepped up to me, I would have beat his ass, told me, hey, get your shit and get out of here. Don't come back. And then what make it so bad, his mama so flanky, she gonna condone what he did. And when I told her about it, talking about some, oh well, for him to call your mama a bitch, when you had to call him one or me one, I said, well, yeah, I called him a bitch ass because that's what he did, but I ain't never called you no bitch. So then she gonna say, oh well, hey, in my opinion, you had it coming to you then. Okay, so you gonna condone this man disrespecting women? And then my neighbor told me he had a talk with him with Quinn the other day. Bastard gonna tell him talking about some, and I quote, talking about me. Well, if Craig learned how to respect women, it wouldn't have came to this. This comes from the same son of a bitch who called my mama a bitch.
That boy is an all-time hoe. That's all I can say to that motherfucker. He is a all-time classic.
He's all-time mighty hoe. Yes, he is.
Yeah, shit. He a bigger man. That dude is a bigger hoe than a bitch on Bissonnette out here in Houston up in this motherfucker. And everybody from Houston know where Bissonnette is. God damn it. That's how big of a hoe he is.
Hell. You gonna call my mama a bitch and then your mama gonna condone this shit.
Well,
but hold on. So Quinn Lewis, I want you to listen to this since your ass gonna block me on Facebook, and then I find out from several mutual friends you got on there and talk some shit about my ass. Let me tell you something, nigga. You ain't nothing but what I did a couple hours ago in the toilet. That's what I took a dump. That's what you is. You ain't nothing but the shit. And in fact, you ain't nothing but what I use to wipe the shit off of. So that's what you are.
Damn. Ain't this some shit.
I ain't got time for no young stupid ass nigga wanna call my mama a bitch. And your dad, your punk ass dad old enough to be your motherfucking granddad and shit, and your mama still fucking. Yeah, I'm putting that there.
Oh, you crazy as hell, boy.
So Quentin Lewis, you can go suck a dick for all that. You can go suck a dick or eat a dick for all I goddamn care. Hell, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time to be fucking with you, little boy, and I do mean it. You ever call my mama a bitch again, I'm gonna make sure I'm breaking a certain bone or tearing a ligament off your bone to get my point across.
Oh my goodness, this boy right.
And like my boy just said, use an all-time hoe. Yes, you are. Punk ass bitch. Get your mama's titty out your motherfucking mouth. Be a man.
Damn.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Hey. That's funny as hell, boy. Yeah, that's funny.
Motherfucker nerd, but yeah, damn. Well, that's calling the kettle black, as I call this man a son of a bitch. So he is. He's a little lazy hoe ass cunt, man, for real. I ain't never heard nobody. What woman, and I even told him this one day, and I was telling one of my Uber drivers about it. What woman would want somebody that'll just work the weekend and then they had an entire week off, don't do nothing? Now I can see if you're going to school on several days, yeah. But man, you need to be productive. I mean, that don't make no sense. He's sorry, man. So if anybody live in Huntsville that knows Quentin Lewis, you tell him that I said he a sorry motherfucker. Like I said, motherfucker couldn't draw you a dime if he had a dollar if he had a green crayon.
Damn. You gotta be one sorry motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. This motherfucker here. Oh shit! I can't even respond to that because that shit is so funny.
Yeah, man, I just hope you don't procreate no damn children. No, that's all I gotta say. I feel sorry for the child. I feel sorry for the mama that lay up with him when he do make one.
Man, she need to run for the fucking hills, dude.
Some,
Man,
yeah.
she need to run for a motherfucker like that. She need to run. I'm telling you, women, y'all need. If you see this nigga, run. Hide your kids.
Son,
Hide your kids. Hide your girls. Hide your kids and hide your girls. Shit.
some, hell, yep. But other than that, man, gonna end it off on that. So, you got anything else to add, brother?
Man, that shit was too funny, dog. That's all I can say about that shit. but no, man. Just subscribe to my boy. Subscribe to my boy Craig Smith page, man. You know what I'm saying? He got some good material, man. And I'm gonna keep on getting on my boy Helmet because he gotta post more motherfucking material, man. I ain't gonna, you nigga, yeah, you
Well, I
gotta
be
post.
trying though, bro. I be trying to make time, but with stuff that's been going on with me lately, basically, basically that damn ex-wife of mine to put my ass out, man. So,
Nigga,
because like I said, after where I'm at today, I ain't gonna know where to go. So,
nigga, 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 you got some goddamn good material when it comes to fucking sports, nigga. I ain't gonna tell you no more, nigga.
I know.
Post more shit, nigga. I'm telling you right now, post more motherfucking shit, nigga. You got some good sports insight, dog. That's gonna grow your goddamn page, nigga. I'm tired of telling you, nigga. Post more shit, nigga. Post more shit, nigga. You got time to share me a message, nigga. You got time to show me some shit, man. Post more shit, nigga. Post
Okay,
more
I did the
shit,
DJ Durkin thing. Well, I did the DJ Durkin thing, so I mean,
man. That's one side of the. You see, that's one shit. That's one thing, man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing though. But man, you need to come down to Texas, man. One of these, you need to come down to Texas, man. You need to change your life, boy. Time to upgrade, man. You need to come on down to Texas, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, man. But in case everybody don't know, I'm be moving back to back to South Haven to help my mom's out, man. So she kind of having, shit. Year been gone, man. She still ain't got nothing back on Papa's end of things as far as money wise, and shit. She having a tough time like paying the bills and she making ends meet and shit. So she done balled out. She done balled out. She done stretched out, and so you know how that goes.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to get you back in the game, man. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
get you back in the game, man. So it is what it is, though. So once again, it's your boy, live and direct in absolute full effect out the 832. Y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do, man. When boy Craig Smith, you know what I'm saying? You already know how we do, man. He gonna get his shit and he gonna get out the 256, man. And
Most definitely.
so again, on behalf of Craig Smith and your boy Jimmy J Smooth out the 832, y'all already know how I do. You know what I'm saying? This is live and direct with Craig Smith. Peace out.
Holla at y'all.